You're listening to
Two girls.
One Crypt.
Listen if you dare.
Spoilers ahead.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You shouldn't live, Bill.
The following reading is an excerpt from a haunted doll listing on eBay. This doll has demonstrated repeated unexplained activity and should only be handled by someone experienced with hostile or demonic entities. Since coming into my possession, the following disturbances have occurred. I have documented 4 separate occasions where the doll's face rotated to a different expression while no one was home to move it. Extreme cold spots can be felt around the doll, even during summer months. Objects near Lenora have shifted positions without explanation. On one occasion, another spirit-housed doll, known for playful and positive energy, was found pushed from a shelf and smashed on the floor. The placement of both items makes an accidental fall highly unlikely. My other spirit-housed items have shown a noticeable decline in activity, as if Lenora feeds off their presence and weakens them. Prolonged exposure has caused emotional fatigue and a constant sensation of being watched, even when the doll is stored out of sight. Due to family circumstances and the toll this has taken, I am downsizing my collection and no longer have a spiritual or mental strength to continue housing such a powerful entity. The search haunted doll produces almost 3,000 results on eBay. For centuries, humans have held a shared belief that spirits, both benevolent and evil, can inhabit inanimate objects. They can look ominous, like a monkey toy, or harmless, like a beautiful dress. Do yourself a favor and don't click buy it now. You're listening to Two Girls, One Crypt. I'm Misty.
And I'm Kindle. And if you can't tell, we're discussing haunted objects.
Yes,
I love that you
yes.
said a beautiful dress because that
Uh-huh.
dress was just fine.
It is just fine, but I feel like a wrap dress is looks great on everyone. So
Honestly, and it can fit a couple of different sizes for sure.
a
Yeah.
36 fits everyone, apparently.
Not me, but okay.
You were not shopping at that store.
No, no. Yeah, I'm excited about this because I really like, I really like this idea.
Do you? That's what I was going to ask you. How do you
hmm
feel about the concept of haunted objects?
If it's not the Conjuring movies,
Mm-hmm.
no shade to the Conjuring movies. Y'all know how I feel about those. If not, you can listen to our
Oh,
extensive episodes.
hours of us talking
Yeah.
about the Conjuring movies with Anthony.
Um, I like it. I think it's interesting. I think we picked
Mm-hmm.
4 good ones. Well, yeah,
Yeah. Good
four good movies,
examples
good
of,
examples of
yeah,
movies. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we'll get into that, but
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all 4 different objects and 4 different ways, and I don't know. It's very interesting. I will say that I had a Kindle moment, and one of your movies is The Possession.
Uh-huh. I had a
Yeah,
feeling
so
this would happen.
I was thinking of Possession, right? And I was like, oh, like the Sam Neill movie. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I saw that a couple months ago. Like, that's fine. Like, whatever. If I don't get around to it, like it's pretty fresh in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily this morning I was reading your notes and I was like, this is
None of this
not
happened.
Possession. And I was like,
I'm
okay, so there's a
sorry.
different movie. Because the whole time I'm like, what in that movie
I had a
was a
feeling.
cursed
I
object?
Something told me. And what it was is me like searching IMDb to pull up like and there's too many movies called The Possessed or Possessed or
Yeah.
Possession or
Hmm.
Possessing or there's too many.
Hmm.
I had a feeling that would happen. My bad.
No, I watched it. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I didn't come in and be like, oh, ha ha ha. And you'd
I
be like,
mean,
Kendall,
I
no,
would
it's not that movie.
love to talk about Possession. Don't get me wrong. I love
For
that movie, but
sure, one
that's
day.
not
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I personally really love the concept of haunted objects because they come with rules. And God, I love rules.
Missy loves a rule. Yep.
I love that for the most part, if no one touches the objects, they're pretty harmless. Like they don't really do anything, but the second like a human being touches them or finds them or looks at them or whatever they puts them on, whatever the case may be, it's like they feed off of human energy and can like do all the crazy shit they want to do. And I love that there's always conflict about how you are supposed to destroy a haunted object.
Hmm.
Like some stories you can't burn it because if you burn the object, the spirit is released and it'll go somewhere else. Um, some stories like you have to bury it or you have to put it under running water or like in a river to contain the spirit. I love that shit because that also leaves like openings for all kinds of different stories. And I think all of the movies that we chose, I think they have a good like range of different types of objects and the objects like interacting with humans and in like, a lot of different ways. All
Hmm.
bad. None of them are
All
like
bad.
good haunted objects.
I like that, and we'll talk about it because each haunted object has its own like one is possessed, one
Hmm.
is I
One
don't
is
know,
enchanted by
enchanted.
witches. One, I don't know where one of yours comes. Actually, both of yours. I don't think there's an origin story for,
No, they're just there.
but they go back centuries at least. They're like family heirlooms
Hmm.
and they're passed down. No one knows where they came from, but it
I love
continues
that
to
though.
yeah, I do as well, you know.
It's like a goosebumps, I think that might be
Yeah.
why we like it because there's like the cuckoo clock. I
Mm-hmm.
loved that one.
Yeah.
The cuckoo clock where he like
Or like a
aged backwards.
Horcrux. Like, oh, I love the
Yes.
Horcruxes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Yeah, I love that concept. I
Me
think,
too.
and there's a lot of different things you can do with it too.
Yeah, and I especially love haunted objects that aren't spooky. Like, one of mine is a spooky box. Like, I wouldn't touch that. But a gorgeous mirror, I want that in my house today. Like, I
A
love,
dress,
yes, like
a fucking dress.
I love the ones that are just unassuming and
Yeah.
are going to absolutely rip you to pieces.
Hmm.
Love it. But yeah.
I will go first
Okay.
because I want to get one out of the way.
I think I know which one.
Yeah, you do. Um, so I have to have a disclaimer here
Okay.
because it is with a heavy heart that we will be discussing Mike Flanagan's Oculus.
Hmm.
And I don't really like this movie and it hurts my feelings. And we'll talk about why I don't like it, but it really pisses me off that I don't like this movie because I love Mike Flanagan. I love all
Yeah.
of his work.
I feel like you and
But
I are on the same, probably on the same plane here, and maybe for the same
yeah,
reasons.
yeah, we'll get into that because I have a few theories. So
Okay.
Oculus was from 2013, which I think has a part of it. I think
Yeah.
that it's a part of time where horror was not great. Case in point, one of the other movies that we're talking
Yes,
about tonight, just
2012.
just the
Hmm.
like flavor of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't
It's
think about that, but you're right.
mhm.
Hmm.
It's rated R. It's an hour and 44 minutes. Synopsis: A recently released inmate from a mental asylum learns from his sister that the murder he was convicted of committing was actually orchestrated by a supernatural entity, the Lasser Glass Mirror. Tagline: You see what it wants you to see. The director is Mike Flanagan. Notable cast: if Karen Gillan has no haters, I'm dead.
Yeah, I hate,
She,
yeah. I
I can't.
hate that I don't enjoy her as like I first
I
saw her
want
in
to.
Doctor Who
Yeah.
and she irritated me immediately.
Hmm.
And I never understood why the fandom loved her as a companion. I hated her. And then I was like, maybe that was Doctor Who. I'll watch. I don't think I've enjoyed her in anything.
That was me with her in Guardians as
Hmm.
Nebula. I was like, maybe I just
Hated.
hate her voice and the way she does it. No, she does that stupid voice in just about everything afterwards. The only thing I did not hate her in was Life of Chuck, but she didn't have a huge role. But I mean, I've turned movies off because she's in it.
Damn.
I
Damn.
okay, I lied. I did not hate her in Jumanji.
That's the one that I don't hate her in. Yeah.
That is actually a good movie. I do like that one. I don't think I saw the sequel, but I did not hate her in that one.
Hmm.
So
Same here.
I had hopes, but she still pissed me off in this. But anyway, Karen Gillian, all the things we just said:
Uh-huh.
Jumanji, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor
Yep.
Who, Life of Chuck.
Yep.
We have Brenton Thwaites,
Yeah.
who
Wait, I guess.
plays who plays
Hmm.
Tim. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, Gods of Egypt, We Bury the Dead, and Maleficent as Prince Philip. He was in We Bury the Dead.
Yeah. That was the one that just came out last month with Daisy oh Lord. Forgot her name.
Daisy Ridley.
Yes, Daisy Ridley. You saw that movie?
No, I didn't. I
Oh.
was thinking of something else. My bad. um, we have Katie Sackhoff, who plays Marie. She was in Battlestar Galactica, Riddick, Halloween Resurrection, and The Mandalorian, and a really cool, weird, gritty, short film of Power Rangers that was on YouTube
That's right.
like
We talked about this when we talked about
15 years ago. Yes. Resurrection.
yes, Resurrection. I was trying to remember.
That's what I remember her for the most.
That's okay.
We also have Rory Cochrane, who plays Alan. He was Lucas from Empire Records and Dazed and Confused,
I forgot about that. I
which
just
is a
know
big
him from
deal to
Empire
me.
Records.
Yeah. Annalise Basso plays young Kaylee. She was in The Life of Chuck. Ouija, God,
I've heard it
Origin
pronounced both ways. Both are
of
correct.
Evil.
I asked one of the curators at the Ouija Museum in Salem, Massachusetts, and she said both are correct.
Oh,
So
okay.
we can say whatever we want.
We also have James Lafferty. He plays Michael. He was in The Haunting of Hill House as Ryan. And thank you for putting this. He is Nathan Scott from One Tree Hill. Always and forever. We have Kate Siegel, who plays Marisol. She's wife of Mike Flanagan and is in almost all of his projects. We have talked
Yes.
about talked about her in Midnight Mass, Haunting of Hill House, Hush. I think that's all we've talked about her specifically. Yeah. Yes. And then Katie Parker, who plays the phone store clerk. She was in The Fall of the House of Usher as Annabelle Lee and The Haunting of Hill House as Poppy. She is also in a lot of Mike Flanagan.
A lot of Flanafam here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He loves to reuse people, and I love that.
I love that. I love, directors that are like faithful to like cast. And
he needs to leave Karen Gillian alone, though.
Maybe you know what? I have no idea. Maybe they're like good friends for a good reason. I don't know. I'm willing to let this go because I feel like this is just the hill you and I are gonna die on.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find work in Hollywood, and so I really appreciate when people are like faithful to each other like that.
So the haunted object we're talking about is the Lasser Glass Mirror. So this movie is about it is told in two timelines, kind of like Haunting of Hill House, honestly. It is very similar in a way,
Hmm.
storytelling wise, which I can appreciate. I think this walked so Hill House could run. So I'm gonna give it its flowers for that.
Yeah.
But
I did not go back and verify this again, but I know when we talked to Matt about it and Christy about it, I think I heard it in a podcast interview of him and someone. I wasn't going to go back and look for it again, but he said that Oculus was his pitch attempt to make it, to adapt it. It was his like attempt to show studios that he can do a dual timeline.
I love that. I think
Mhm.
that would have been great. However, if he had done that, we probably wouldn't have gotten Hill House or
Or Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Derry.
Derry.
Yeah. And I fear a world where those two don't exist. So
Agreed. That's a darker timeline than this,
yes.
if
If
that
you can
exists.
imagine. Jesus.
You know what? At least we have Hill House, right?
Exactly. God, one of the saddest shows ever created. At least we have that.
Yeah. Good point. So, our two main characters, Tim and Kaylee, are brother sister, and Tim is 21 years old and he comes out of the psychiatric hospital where he
Mhm.
has been a resident ever since he murdered their dad because
Correct.
their dad murdered their mom.
Right.
And um so he comes out, he's with his sister Karen Gillian, and Kaylee pisses me off, and I don't think it's just because it's Karen. I think it's just
It's the way
the
she plays
character.
this character. Like I put in my notes, her ponytail swishing pisses me off. She's
She's
really like, what's the word? Like,
she's kind of arrogant in like a
yes.
in like
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 she's
a
real
Bryce
peppy.
Dallas Howard
Yes.
way in the
Jurassic World.
characters. Yes,
Mhm.
in the character she plays. I think
Mhm.
if anyone watches her in any uptight, like I don't know, it's just like
She's real punchy. She's
she
really
is.
like fast and like I don't know how I
She
think
has
when you
a lot
said
of
it was 2013, I there was like a just like a Jesus Christ. I'm having trouble with words tonight. There's like just a feeling a lot of movies in those that time period embodied, and it's like really quick like dialogue, really quick action, like
yes, trying to be
uh
clever, out
yeah, it's
clever
trying to be
themselves.
quippy and like clever.
Look at
Yeah.
Scream 4. Like I love
Yeah.
Scream 4, but one, it has a weird filter, and
Yes.
two, it it's like very like everything I say has to be clever and fun
Yes. And like
and
one-liners
clever.
every time you turn around, you know?
Another example near and dear to my heart, our heart, is Jennifer's Body. That
Mm-hmm.
was what 2009, I think.
Yeah.
Um, or something like that. Like I feel like from 2000, like 2008, 2007, 2008 to like
2016-ish.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just a weird
Yeah, I
mix
don't
of
even know how, I mean,
movies.
I think that's when like the internet was like at its peak and like everybody was on, I think it was
Social
like,
media.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody, everything was just too fast. Anyway, like I just,
Yeah.
it's
It's
just a
definitely a
feeling.
different flavor than it is right now
And
because we're
even when
getting,
Kaylee starts to like talk to the camera in the movie, and I'm jumping ahead just a touch. I just want to mention like why this annoys me
oh
so much.
yeah.
And she's
Mm-mm.
just like listing off things one after the, and I'm like, did you just spend 20 years memorizing all this stuff? It's just hard for me to believe any of this would actually occur. You know what I mean?
She's robotic and
Yes.
she is unfeeling, but she's
Hmm.
arrogant at the same time. Like it's
Hmm.
so weird to me. That is one of the reasons that I didn't enjoy this, is that I don't feel any connection to this character
Yep.
or
I
her
don't
connection to
empathize
her
with her
brother.
or the
None.
brother. Neither one.
No.
I empathized with the dog. That was it.
I honestly, I didn't even care about the parents. Like,
Mm-mm.
I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you if it was the actors. I can't tell you if it was the script. I'm not going to say it was the director because I
No.
refuse.
Sacrilege.
It is sacrilegious. but it was just weird. It just was disconnected for me. And the story is so interesting.
It
So
is.
Karen, Kaylee, um, she buys the Laster glass
Hmm.
at an auction for like tens of thousands of
Because
dollars.
apparently she's married to an extremely wealthy man.
Fiance, I think. I don't
Fiance,
even think they're
and
married.
she's also rich. Like they don't kind of they don't really
She's got a
explain.
Her brother's 21 and he was
Mhm.
10 when that happened. So like she can't be any older than like 24, 25
Yeah.
at the most.
And I think maybe she inherit. I think they did mention there was an inheritance,
Oh, there was an inheritance, but like
but
I
not
guess her
that
dad was a
much.
right. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
he was the
so
right.
in the present timeline, Kaylee buys the Laster glass because
Hmm.
she is convinced that the Laster glass made her dad crazy and
Hmm.
killed her mom. And her brother is convinced that no, this is crazy. Like he just went insane. And she said, so she has all of these past cases and a lot of evidence, and she's going to film them with the Laster glass so she can have I guess, the evidence to prove it. I
Yeah,
don't, it's
it's
just,
so weird because she has this whole setup, and I've been like, "What are you gonna do? Show that to the police? Like,
I
what?
mean,
Like, I
I
guess
don't,
maybe proving it to her brother to help her brother like realize he didn't
mhm,
kill their dad for no reason.
mhm.
Um,
I
but
feel
other
like
than that,
she could have maybe, I don't know. It's just her acting choices and maybe the development of the character just wasn't it for me because
mhm.
I just don't see any passion. And this character is passionate about
Yes.
this.
And I think
But
that's
like,
what she's trying to do because I think
yeah.
her being so aggressive with like what she's saying, I think that's what she's trying to portray.
Mhm.
I don't feel it though.
Me either. I was trying to see
Like
the
I
other writers in this. Jeff
Mhm.
Howard, he wrote for some of Flanagan's TV shows and Gerald's Game.
Huh.
Um, it's about all I got, but
I
I
will
don't
say
know.
the body horror in this movie is effective.
Yeah,
Um, the couple of gags that we have, like the fingernail with the stapler remover was really good.
the eating the apple,
Hmm.
but then it's a light bulb, but then it's an apple. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was really good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I've seen this movie so many times. I don't know why I continue to watch this movie. I don't, because
Yeah.
I was watching it and my daughter walked into the living room and she said again, which means I watch it too much.
I'm not gonna watch this
I don't
again.
know.
Like I don't like it, but I'm going to watch it again.
I think
How
I
many times did
watch
I
it
watch Midnight Mass before I
exactly.
loved it?
Like I think I'm trying to understand it. I don't think I
Yeah.
fully understand this movie, I think is what it
Yeah.
is.
Hmm.
Like I don't understand her like point. I don't understand how she gained all this information and I don't know. The whole her setting up the house to like booby trap it pisses me off because it's like she's just she's crazed.
Okay, so
It's
that's
like
important. That's
yeah.
important. So she sets up this like guillotine type axe situation, kind of like a kill switch. So if
Yeah.
anything happens, they can pull it and it will essentially kill the mirror. It'll break the mirror and destroy it.
Which why don't
Um,
we just destroy the mirror?
because she wants to prove
See,
that
this is
she's
where I'm hung
right.
up. I'm so hung up on it.
So can
I
you
mean,
explain the ending? Because I
no,
don't.
you can't. I'm
Okay, walk us
sorry.
through what happens though.
So it does get triggered. So things happen, like I described with this haunted doll, Lenora. Things happen around this mirror. Like
Hmm.
the temperature in the room will change. So she set up thermostats that will
That's right.
that will trigger the kill switch if like the or set off an alarm if the temperature goes up or
Yeah.
down a certain amount of degrees. Plants die around this thing, so she's put plants in the room. So if they start dying, we know the mirror's doing something. It
The
does something
dog.
to the dog, which hated that. She used a
Yeah.
dog as bait. Like she
Yeah,
wouldn't
she
even
even
name
said
it.
she's not naming it. I'm
She
like,
calls
that's
it
just
dog.
fucking bitch.
I know, I hate her. She does nothing to make me like her.
I honestly kind of wish that she played the mom and Katie
Mm.
Sackhoff played her. I know she's older, but I feel like that would have worked better.
Or she could have even played Kate Siegel's part, Marisol, the woman who, comes out of the mirror and entices the dad. Like,
Mm-hmm.
give her that part. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. I think Katie Sackhoff would have done really good with that role.
oh yeah. I mean,
Sam Sloyan too.
yes, thank you. I loved Katie Sackhoff in this movie. I think she was excellent. If there
She
is a
was good.
bright spot, it was her.
Um, it's funny because I'm reading The Shining right now,
Hmm.
and I think that just like the way that story pans out with like the dad going crazy and
Hmm.
killing the mom, like it kind of gives me Jack and Wendy vibes. And
Yeah.
as you know, the book is very different than the movie.
Yes.
So like the characters are different, or at least I see it as they're
Hmm.
different. Like Jack isn't a complete piece of shit.
This couple is very similar to Jack and
Hmm.
Wendy.
I
Yeah.
could kind of see her as Wendy. I think
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway,
So the
yeah. So
mirror
what happens? Hmm.
starts doing some shit, and it's I think what the mirror does is it messes with your mind. Like the what is the tagline? The mirror, you see what it wants you to see. So the mirror like affects your mind to see things that aren't really happening, and it starts to cause Kaylee and her brother to target each other, I think, if I'm remembering this correctly. Am I wrong? Because I know, like, at the very end, like, the kill switch is engaged, but the siblings are in front of the mirror.
Yeah. So
Like, they almost die.
he is like entranced or like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And
Under
no,
its
he kills her, doesn't he? Kills Kaylee, doesn't he?
I am telling you, I've seen this movie a billion times and I cannot walk you through the ending. That's sad.
Um, it's a weird ending because I will admit that I watched this a couple months ago. So watching it for this
Hmm.
podcast, I didn't finish it,
Yeah, and that's
which is
fine.
stupid. I should have watched the ending because
No,
now we don't know. But he kills
I'm gonna
her.
Google real quick. You
Okay,
continue.
Google it.
Hmm.
But it's I don't know, like the timeline, the non-linear like timeline of the past and the present is like blurred at the end because they leave the house and they look back into the glass and they see themselves in the window, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I think he does kill her. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so like Aretha, so sorry, I'm trying to put this together. Like this was the first movie I watched of all of our movies, and so I've seen a lot of movies in between here.
Yeah.
So is he back in the situation he was in before? Like, is he gonna go back to the psychiatric hospital?
Probably because he just killed his sister.
Jesus
So I don't
Christ.
know. It's so I don't know.
And
It's
I'm assuming the
weird.
glass is still intact. I mean, well, tell us a little bit about the Lasser glass, because we have talked about the Lasser glass before.
What do you mean? Like,
It does still live because,
oh, it does live because it lives in all of Mike Flanagan's work.
yeah.
He puts it in every one of his shows or movies. A few that I can name off the top of my head is it was above the bed in Gerald's Game. It was a tattoo on Raul Coley in Usher.
Hmm. Napoleon.
Um, I can't think of any other
It
specifics,
was
but it is
actually
literally
in Hill
everything.
House, I think, like just as a mirror.
It was it was also in Doctor Sleep. Like it is literally in everything
He
he
uses it,
does.
yeah, he uses it in
I
all
don't
of his
know if it
movies.
was in Life of Chuck. I'm pretty sure it was, but I can't remember.
Yeah, this I don't understand. I think because the story is so captivating to me, like it's so interesting. I love the idea of, first of all, mirrors being haunted is just a really, because mirrors are thought to be portals to like other world, like anything could happen, you know?
So
Um,
I should pin. Never mind. I'll ask this question at the end of the episode.
okay. But this movie just, I don't know why I keep watching this movie because I don't ever like it more than the last time that I watched it. That has never
I don't
happened.
think it's a bad movie. I think we
It's
just don't
not.
enjoy it. Yeah.
But is this a comfort watch at this point? I think it is. Like, why do I keep watching it then? It
Mm.
makes me mad. Like, because Karen's character pisses me off. So,
Sometimes I watch things thinking that it's going to change it. You know what I mean? Like if
I
I
do
watch something
too.
really horrible, I'm like, oh, maybe they won't get killed this time. No, bitch, that isn't how that
I
works.
mean, is that why I can't remember the end of it? Is because I just refuse to like accept it?
Maybe you just loop, just like the movie ending
Mm.
does. You just loop. You never actually finish it. You just go back. That's why you feel like you've seen it a million times, and
And
Kaya
I
thinks you
mean,
watch it all the time.
this movie also posits the possibility that what we're seeing isn't real.
I don't like it. That I mean, I like it, but like I
Uh-huh.
don't like that because it freaks me out. Because like obviously, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because think of any memory you have.
Mm-hmm.
That is just that's your today's brain remembering
Exactly.
that. That is
Every
not
time
how
you
that
recall
happens.
a memory, it's different. Whether you think it's different or not, it is.
Like I can visualize certain things that we have done or said or were at. And in my brain, it is absolutely exactly it.
Yeah.
But I have always remembered it as that, even though I lived it. And it's just so crazy. Like I that fucks me up.
Yeah, the human brain also fucks me up. As a single brain cell holder, can't wrap my mind around it,
Yeah.
you know?
we
Can't,
we share custody of one brain cell.
yeah, can't do it. Yeah, and maybe that's what it keeps me coming back to this movie as well. Maybe I feel like I can figure out if the ending is real, you know? I can't because I don't pay enough attention because I
That's
just get mad.
that's the thing. Like it really loses me. This movie
It
does not hold my
does.
attention, and it's God, it pisses me off.
It's
I'm
just
gonna
so
have to
much
watch another one of
information.
his. I feel like
Yes.
there are some of his things that, like Gerald's Game,
Hmm.
I don't like watching it because it makes me feel awful. It is a
Yes.
fantastic movie,
Great,
and
but
I
it's
will watch it again.
disgusting. Hmm.
Yes, exactly. Um, yeah, the degloving.
Yeah.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah, like he does body horror so well. He does it too well. And
I
I love
want
that he doesn't overuse it. You know what I mean? Like he just kind of
no.
puts a couple of things in and they're just really good.
See, he would have done really well with like think of him at the helm of Welcome to Derry. No disrespect to those who did it,
Oh no.
but like, yeah,
Mm, yeah,
yeah,
I'd take it.
yeah. Why not? And in the next life, I suppose.
So like this website is telling me that at the end the spirits of Tim's family stay in their childhood home while Tim is jailed. That
Yeah,
does not make sense. We mean the spirits of his family.
like he turns around and they're there in the window,
But
and he's
like
like, "Hi," and it's like, is this just? That's why I'm like, is it just
I know
looping?
that's what yeah, because like I don't yeah, that makes more sense to me that we're in like a time loop or like a reality loop
Tim
of
should
them.
have just thrown himself in front of that thing. Like if I were Tim, I
Tim
would have been
should
like,
have
"How can I
never.
just throw
If
myself
your
down these
sister comes
stairs?"
and picks you up from the psychiatric unit and she's acting like she should be in the psychiatric unit, don't follow her back to your childhood home.
So there is this author that writes a lot of thrillers. And her name is Frida McFadden.
Mm-hmm.
And I have read not all of her books because there's a few new ones out that I still need to get to because she writes way too many
Yeah,
a
she's very
year.
prolific.
She is it is quantity over quality at this point, unfortunately,
Yes.
because when I first discovered her, I was like, holy shit, like I read a lot of thrillers and her twist like stopped me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then the quality just got kind of bad. And now she's kind of a divisive author.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is this. I remember the first book that I read of hers that I was like, oh, I didn't like that. Like it was literally like hit after hit after hit for me.
Yeah.
Like I was reading them like one after another.
Wow.
And then when I read one that wasn't great, I was like, oh, and that's kind of how this is. Like I was like, oh, because I just wasn't. It's just
And I think
it doesn't have his flavor of
Yeah.
of storytelling or anything in it.
And I think that's why we dislike it so much, is because that's what we're seeing it as. We're watching it as a work of Mike Flanagan, and he's like our favorite. And so we're seeing it as one of the least best of his projects. Um, I even if it wasn't Mike Flanagan, it like I forget that it's a Mike Flanagan movie. That's how out of his orbit it feels.
Yeah. I also think Karen doesn't help.
She doesn't. Like,
I
is
think
he
she
her
has a
god?
lot to do with
Is
it.
he her godfather or something? Like, I don't know.
I don't know why she still gets roles like that. Like
I know.
she just like she was fine as Nebula, but like why do you talk in a monotone when you're this
A person.
yeah.
And you know what? For the most part, her American accent is pretty okay. Like, it's not bad.
It's not bad. I don't know if I've ever heard her British accent, if I'm
She's
being honest with you.
Scottish.
Oh, Scottish.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I've
She's got a.
never, well, see, I've never heard her. I just
You
assumed
should
she was
watch Doctor
British.
Who. She's got a real accent in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I will continue to watch this movie. Nothing will
Me
stop
too.
me. I don't,
Me too.
you know. Apparently, I watch it a lot. I didn't notice, but Well, with that, I think I'll start with my least favorite of my two choices,
Okay.
which is also made in the same time period. And it could have something to do with it, like you said.
I really think so.
I think you're right. We're talking about the possession, not possession, the possession, not
Very important.
possessed or the possessed or God knows how many options there are. The Possession from 2012. This is rated PG-13, which I didn't realize.
Me
Makes
either.
sense though. It's an hour and 32 minutes. I did read that it was cut down to get a PG-13 rating, so I think there was more gore, maybe. I don't know. Our synopsis is: a young girl buys an antique box at a yard sale, unaware that inside the collectible lives a malicious ancient spirit. The girl's father teams with his ex-wife to find a way to end the curse upon their child. The tagline, which fucks hard, is "Fear the demon that doesn't fear God." I think that's such a good tagline. Our director is, sorry if I am pronouncing your name badly. I think he's Dutch. Ole Borndal. Our notable cast, we have Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Clyde.
He made this movie for me. If this was anyone else, if this was fucking what's his face? Patrick, what the fuck is his name?
Wilson?
Is that who I'm thinking of?
Ed?
Ed, yeah, Patrick
Yeah.
Wilson. Like that would have pissed me off. It's always Patrick Wilson and it's always Naomi Watts, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
no
especially
disrespect
in
to
this
them.
time period, especially in the
Yes.
20 teens.
So he really, because spoiler, I enjoyed this movie.
Okay.
We can talk about it as we go, but
Yeah.
I actually did enjoy this movie. That is why once I realized, I think this is a 2010s issue,
Mhm.
it kind of helped it.
Yeah. I'll spoiler and say I enjoyed this movie more when I first saw it than I do now, and it's probably
That's fair.
because of that.
Hmm.
You may know Jeffrey Dean Morgan from Supernatural, Watchmen, The Walking Dead, or The Boys. We have
Love
Kira
him.
Sedgwick, who plays Stephanie. She is Kevin Bacon's wife.
Hmm.
You may know her from The Closer, Villains. Yes, and I put she's married to Kevin Bacon.
Hmm.
We have Madison Davenport who plays Hannah. She was in Sharp Objects. She was Beatrice in It's What's
Yes.
Inside, the crazy sister.
Yes.
Um, she was in the movie Noah that was directed by Darren Aronofsky. That is one of the craziest movies I've ever seen. I have such weird feelings about that movie. And Shameless. Okay.
Who is she in Shameless?
I almost wrote that down too. I should have.
I'm looking it up
Um,
because I think I know.
we have the screen debut of Modest Yahoo. So I chose this movie. This was on my list, but I decided on this one because when we had Ron on for 1995 and we spun for this, he he was like, "Why don't you do The Possession with Modest Yahoo?" And I was like, "Yeah, like." I don't know why Modest Yahoo is recognizable to me. I am not Jewish. I participate in no type of Jewish culture. The fact that I know who Modest Yahoo is strange because I also do not listen to reggae music.
I only know that one song One Day. That is
Okay,
like one
I
of the
know.
songs I hate with the beginning of mine and Shane's relationship
Hmm.
because he and I have very different music tastes.
Hmm.
And now it is more of a like a marriage, if you will, of our tastes. But like when we first got together, there wasn't a whole lot of like overlap there. And he would introduce me to some of his music. And that song, I remember driving down Metairie listening to that song and like like singing it off the top of our lungs, like going to get canes or something. Like,
Interesting.
yeah. So I know Modest Yahoo because of that song.
King
I
Without a
was look.
Crown was the song that I knew for some reason. I don't know why. I
I don't know
don't like
any other
reggae
music.
music. He
Yeah.
is a Reconstructionist Jew and he sings reggae music. I always thought that was fascinating. I don't know how this came about, but cool. That's
It's
such a
weird.
weird mix of things.
You can tell he's like not an actor, but I also enjoyed him in this.
It's weird because he's not a good actor, but there are certain parts when he feels very earnest and
Mhm.
it's like I feel like he's really committing to, when he starts screaming, I'm like, stop. But anyway, it's Modest
Yeah.
Yahoo. He plays a character, Zedek is his name.
Hmm.
The haunted object we are discussing, and this is why I wrote the intro that I wrote, is a Dybbuk box. A Dybbuk is in Jewish mythology, is a malicious spirit of a dead person. So this movie posits that this spirit inhabits a box, and so it's a Dybbuk box. Uh, the beginning of this movie says it's based on a true story. The true story is based on a haunted eBay listing that was officially debunked in 2021. A man named Kevin Manis listed a wine cabinet that he bought at a yard sale for sale on eBay, and he claimed that it contained a Dybbuk and was previously owned by a Holocaust survivor. He wrote this like really weird backstory for this wine cellar with a fake ghost in it using the Holocaust as bait. Um, and then he came out in 2021 and said if you can find any mention of a Dybbuk box before whatever year he listed it, I will give you $100,000 and tattoo your name to my forehead. It doesn't exist. I made it up. But anyway, a whole movie came about because of it, and I think that's really interesting,
That's incredible.
right? Like they
Wow.
built this whole mythology around something that somebody tried to sell on eBay.
Like a viral story.
Yeah. By the way,
Love it.
one of my like niche interests, and this is strictly because of the My Brother and Me podcast. Justin does a haunted doll watch is one of his little segments where he pulls up haunted doll listings and reads them out loud, and they are just I mean, people write like short story length descriptions on what is wrong with this doll and the ghost that inhabits it. It's really funny. Like, just search for any haunted object that people sell on eBay. Um, it's wild. There's a
Hmm.
whole for like hundreds of dollars they sell these.
Interesting.
Anyway, um, I chose this movie because I almost saved it for like our possession category because it is a non-Catholic possession, and that is hard to find. This is a Jewish mythology like story, so the classic exorcism from a Catholic priest is not going to work, and that's what we as Christian Americans know of. So what do you do when that doesn't work? Like, what do you fear the demon that doesn't fear God? Like,
Mm-mm.
so I really love stories that like make you go in a different direction. Like, Jeffrey Dean Morgan has to drive and find um a synagogue. Yeah, Jeffrey D. Morgan has to find a synagogue or a temple. He has to find a rabbi. He contacts one online to like desperately help him save his daughter who becomes possessed by a spirit that she finds inside of a box
So
that he
this
finds at a
little
yard sale.
girl is really good at that too.
Mm-hmm.
She did a great job.
I
Like
did want to talk
sometimes
about her.
kid actors are really
You
annoying.
know how we feel about kid actors.
Yes. But like she just did a really good job. You felt bad for her. You were scared of her. The effects in this were some of them were a little cringy, but I
They
don't know,
were
they were
very
effective.
CGI heavy.
They were.
But some of them, like the MRI scene where we see that there's a woman inside of her body, it's super cheesy. Like it's so
Oh,
dumb.
it
But
was
yes,
creepy.
it's super creepy.
I'm sorry, pause the show. I just saw a note that you made against one of my notes, and I did not see it until now.
Uh-huh.
I made a reference to this kind of reminding me of Drag Me to Hell. And
Yes.
at one point, even the music made me think of it. The
Mm-hmm.
ending kind of made me think of it. It was
Mm-hmm.
kind of weird. And the ending in which the rabbi gets hit by a bus
Mm-hmm.
was very Drag Me to Hell. And it was produced by Sam Raimi. And I did not realize that.
Yep. It's got Sam Raimi written all over it. And
100%.
it makes this movie a lot of fun, I
It
think.
does. It does. Oh, that makes so much sense because the
Mm-hmm.
whole time I'm like, once I like got like at first I was taking it seriously and then
Yeah.
it got kind of, whatever. And I was like, okay, this is fun. I was
Yeah, it's
reading your notes and I realized it was cheesy and I was like, okay, but I didn't hate it. It wasn't Drag Me to Hell, but it
no.
definitely had that like film over it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like it definitely.
it's got Sam Raimi flavor for sure. It's a little
Mhm.
silly at parts, like in the special effects.
The score when they're running through the hospital, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I know.
It's
Um,
great. It's great.
yeah, I do. Okay, I think also this movie is a very obvious metaphor for how divorce affects children. And it feels super heavy-handed to the fact, like, I feel like the director is divorced, so wants to get back together with his wife or something. Like, it's so, I mean, it doesn't help that the boyfriend is so annoying and like horrible.
Oh my God.
Um,
What a fucking douchebag.
yeah.
The shoes, not having the shoes in the house, like I get it. I take my shoes off at my friends' houses because I hate wearing shoes. Like
Yeah,
I
I
would
don't
not
like
wear
shoes
shoes.
either.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would have gotten married barefoot if I didn't get married in the woods. I
Yeah.
tried and it
Hmm.
hurt my feet.
Yeah.
But anyway, if he had let his fucking girlfriend wear shoes in her own fucking house, she wouldn't have stepped on fucking glass. The fucking
Yeah.
douchebag. Like he's picking the glass out of her feet, and I was like, "Oh, you fucking bitch! It's because of you."
And he tells her something shitty too, like at the end of it, like while he's like wrapping up her foot. I forgot what it was, but I think that was the moment where she realized he was a piece of shit and she needs to break up with him. I do think that that whole like subplot was played out really well because let me tell you, if I divorced my ex, moved out, got my own apartment, and came back to my house that I lived in for years and years and years. And there was a man or a woman in that house who was telling me how to act in my fucking house. I could, not me, couldn't be me.
I had someone correct my dog's bad behavior in front of me one time.
You don't
No.
talk to my child that way.
No. Look, we all know Ned is also possessed by a demon.
Yes. I think
We
it's a
let it,
spirit of a man, maybe not a
yes.
demon.
He was a man that was hexed by a warlock
Hmm.
and was cursed to live with us. And he is my karma. He is whatever bad karma I have. I always say I have pretty good karma. I think that
Except for
is my,
Ned.
I think that is it. I love him dearly. I was looking at him yesterday thinking, I can't believe you're in my life.
Oh.
I love that you're in my life. It's so crazy. But he is so bad. What was I saying? I went on a tangent. Oh
This
yeah,
was
don't correct my child in front.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Don't tell me what to do in my
Yeah.
house that I
Yeah, it
bought
was
with my
in
ex.
yeah, it was in this apartment and they were like, "Oh, don't do do do." And I'm like, "First of all, he's a dog.
Yeah.
Like
Second
don't
of
talk to
all,
him
it's
like he's a
not
human.
your
Like he
dog.
doesn't know what you're saying." Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like
we're in my house,
yeah.
so take every seat available in the living room. Put your butt in
Exactly. Exactly.
it. Anyway, I really love this movie. It's eh, okay. I think I have to get over the fact that when there's possession movies have to follow a formula no matter what kind of mythology we're dealing with. There's always going to be an exorcism scene. We do get a pretty fucking crazy exorcism scene, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Matisyahu, against the direction, I'm not I'll call him by his character name. Against his father's direction because his father will not help because this is a really apparently a really serious situation. Like the
Mm-hmm.
demon's name is the taker of children. They don't want to
Mm-mm.
fuck with that. I don't blame them,
Mm-mm.
honestly. She's
No.
scary. So Matisyahu decides he's going to come help this family. So they apparently no one is watching what happens in the hospital at night. They take her out of her hospital bed, bring her to the physical therapy room in the school that Jeffrey D. Morgan works at because he is a coach. And they perform an exorcism in this physical therapy room, which begs the question because the only reason that we left the hospital is because the spirit that is inside of this little girl um, will not face Matisyahu. They have to go somewhere private, which thank God they did because this exorcism requires this man to scream at the top of his lungs, quite literally. He is chanting a prayer, screaming it in Hebrew.
It's so weird.
It's
It's
very strange.
bizarre.
It is a bizarre exorcism, but like there are uh, like as very mid 2000s as this movie is and as it feels and as cheesy as it feels, there are certain scenes in this that I continue to think about to this day. Like I've remembered them all these years, and it's
Oh,
I wrote some of them down. And the red light in the physical therapy room when she escapes and the dad finds her and she is like against the wall and a red light turns on. That whole scene is, I think, terrifying. Uh,
the moths when
the moths are really
she's
cool.
just in her room and the moths are around, like that's effective.
I love the
When
moths because I don't think
Mhm.
they're overdone. I think they're used really well. The finger that
No.
comes out of her throat, also very Sam Raimi.
I
Um,
literally went, "Oh no,"
yeah.
out loud. I was
Okay.
like,
And this is
that
a
is
weird
very
one.
Sam Raimi. You're
It
right.
is.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's very Drag Me to Hell.
It is. Oh, I love that movie.
And this one's weird because I very vividly remember all of those scenes, right? I vividly remember. Okay, they set this up because Jeffrey Dean Morgan buys a new house, right? The girls come in and look at the new house. They go to the kitchen. The little girl notices there's a doggy door. She
Yes, she
even like
does.
plays with it. She's like, Dad, can we please get a dog? I vividly remember a scene at night where he hears the doggy door open. And I think it's supposed to be the little girl coming in and out because she's possessed and he just thinks it's like a raccoon or something. And it being a really scary scene. I don't think this happened because I don't remember it happening when I watched the movie this time.
So I don't remember it happening either, but if you Google it, it says it's there.
I tried Googling it and I could not find a result for it. What did you Google?
Is there a dog door scene in The Possession? Now, I don't know. Sometimes the AI on
Yeah,
Google is
I skipped that.
incorrect. Now it's just saying talk to me. None of that is helpful. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, this says entering their new home, two girls and their father hear breaking jars and see food being thrown across the kitchen in the dark. We see a swinging dog door, and the father says it was probably raccoon. Um, do I have to watch this movie again? I swear this
mm,
happened, and then I didn't remember it this time around.
if anyone listening wants to
God.
watch this movie and let us know if there's a dog door scene in which we are describing, please let us know. Two girls, one crypt at gmail.com
Or
or
just
two
tell me
girls,
on
one crypt on Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah,
Please,
it's
please,
driving me crazy.
just like Jesse Cave in Tale of Tales.
Don't even put me
You
back
know
in
what?
that.
I'm gonna make Shane watch this movie and he'll find it in two
Yeah,
seconds, just like he did
please.
Jesse Cave. He's like, it's pretty obvious who she was. Okay. Okay.
It's not. We like dragged our eyeballs through that movie to find her. Anyway, I
Anyway.
recommend this movie because I think it's a unique take on a possession, and even though this whole Dybbuk box was made up, I do think it's a really interesting concept because the inside of the box there are jars with teeth in it. There's a ring which the little girl puts on, which is how she gets possessed. There's
And
like hair in there.
her hand is like all like rotting. And I'm like,
Hmm.
is no one noticing this little baby has this rotting hand?
They probably thought it was like tarnished, like turning her finger green, because that's what it looks like initially.
I
But
guess.
yeah, I really like this one.
I thought it was great. I think it was scary enough. I think it was like, whatever. I really liked it. I think the little girl did a great job.
Yes, I wasn't crazy about the older sister. She's fine. But I mean, she doesn't have a huge part to play. But the
Yeah.
little girl, yes, was very good at playing a possessed child. She
She
did
was
an excellent
endearing
job. Hmm.
too. She was very endearing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I really liked this. I thought this was a good movie. I agree that it is a little cheesy, but while I was watching this
Again, like
movie
you said,
today,
I
it's
think
the
it's,
time period.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Because Drag Me to Hell was 2009.
Mm. And it's just like when you see her, like, someone produced a film, like you don't really know how much involvement they have in it. This feels like Sam Raimi had a lot of like a big hand in this movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Which I
who
think is for its
who's
benefit, you
yeah,
know.
who's to say like he produced it, but some of his other people could have been involved too, like
Yeah.
some of the sound mixers and some of the
Yeah.
cinematography. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. No,
But
you're right.
yeah, it's very I did not realize he was a producer until I read that.
Makes total sense now.
Mhm. Okay. So my next one is The Monkey from 2025. It is rated R. It is an hour and 38 minutes. Synopsis: when twin brothers Bill and Hal find their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start. The siblings decide to throw the toy away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. Tagline: everybody dies, and that's fucked up.
I I love that.
Director. Oh boy. Osgood Perkins. He has done Longlegs, The Black Coat's Daughter, Keeper, Gretel and Hansel. Um, we are iffy
We
on
are
Osgood Perkins.
notoriously middle of the road
Yes, I
with
have only
Osgood.
seen, I guess, 3 of his movies, and I did not like one. I liked another one, and I really liked this one.
So is this your favorite of the ones that you've seen from him?
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah. I
one is
haven't seen that
very
movie.
middle of the road for me of the ones that I've seen.
So that makes sense for us because, like I don't know. I get I that makes sense for
Like, of
us.
course, Gretel and Hansel's going to be my favorite of the, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
so yes, this makes sense that this is
yes,
your favorite of
yes,
his
yeah.
movies.
Hmm. Oh, that's mine. I'm so sorry. I was waiting for you to continue. I'm
I
like,
was
why
like,
isn't she talking?
mm.
Just kidding. Notable cast. We have Theo James, who plays goddamn Hal and Bill.
Yeah, he
You
plays
know,
twins.
yeah. You know
Good for
him
us.
from Divergent, The White Lotus season 2, Downton Abbey. He was fantastic in this.
I thought you were gonna say Downton Abbey. I was gonna say I loved him in Downton
Oh, I
Abbey.
never saw Downton Abbey.
I do love him in this as well, though.
We have Tatiana Maslany, who plays Lois. She was in Orphan Black and Keeper. We have Christian Convery, who plays young Hal and Bill. He was in Frankenstein 2025 as young Victor.
Yeah.
Love that. Good for him. We have a tiny little role for Adam Scott, who plays Captain Petey Shelbourne. He was in Severance, Party Down, Parks and Rec, Step Brothers, and Big Little Lies, and a million other things. Missy just wrote down all of our favorites.
And there's he's come in an upcoming horror movie coming up this year called Hokum.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I love Adam Scott, and I'm really excited to see him in a horror
I do
movie.
too. Oh, he was also in Krampus.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I forgot about
So
that.
we have talked about him.
Yeah.
Damn, how did I forget that?
We also have another small role. We have Elijah Wood, who plays Ted. You know him from Yellow Jackets, Lord of the Rings, Eternal Sunshine, The Spotless Mind, Over the Garden Wall, Toxic Avenger, Sin City, a million other things.
Yeah, he's God. I have probably the weirdest, biggest crush on Elijah Wood because he is such a strange he is one of the weirdest people I think who lives on this planet. And he uses his power for good, and I love that.
I love it too. I do.
Like him and Daniel Radcliffe doing the weirdest possible shit after their big magic trilogies, you know?
Yes. And Daniel Radcliffe's on like some kind of weird sitcom now. Like,
is he?
yeah, with I can't remember his name.
I'll have to
That was
look
on
that
30
up.
Rock. Tracy Morgan.
Oh, Tracy Morgan. Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah. We also have Rowan Campbell, who plays Thrasher. He was in Silent Night, Deadly Night from 2025.
Yes.
And Halloween Ends. We talked about Corey Cunningham.
We love him.
I did not realize that was him.
For good reason.
Yeah, well, you don't see his eyes. We also have Osgood Perkins, who played Uncle Chip. And I put Aunt Ida on here, Sarah Levy. She is the daughter of Eugene Levy. She was in Schitt's Creek.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that is Eugene Levy's daughter. Our haunted object is an organ grinder monkey. So we get like Hal and Bill's childhood, and then we get their adulthood, and Hal is the good, let's just get it out of the way. Hal's the good twin, Bill's the bad twin.
Yes.
Bill's a dick.
He's the worst.
He's the worst.
Oh my God. He's an actual like psychopath.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't smother his brother at some point.
I'm surprised Hal lived, honestly. Like they live without the monkey.
Yeah. They live with their single mom, and They find this monkey, and it's this little organ grinder monkey, and they go out to eat with babysitter Annie, which is what they call her, and that's what mom calls her. It's so stupid. It's so funny. Babysitter Annie, and they're at hibachi, and babysitter Annie accidentally gets her head chopped off by the hibachi chef.
It's such a good kill.
It's great because it's the first kill we see, and it
Yes.
really sets the tone for the movie.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
because
like,
it's super, because the
oh,
head falls onto the hibachi
yeah,
table and starts cooking. Like
yeah,
it is
yes,
extremely
it
silly.
does start cooking. It sets the tone because you're like, okay, this is going to be like unserious. This is going to be like drop dead gorgeous in a way. You know how like,
Hmm. Or
um,
Drag Me to Hell.
you
Again, it's
know,
very Sam Raimi.
I was thinking that, but I was
Mm,
trying to hold that in. But yes, like,
sorry.
drag me to hell. No, you're right.
I'll say the obvious.
No, yeah. Um, oh yeah, I already said this is my favorite of the three Oz movies I've seen. I don't remember typing that.
Oh, you did.
I did. Yeah, so this is kind of told by adults how, and it shows how like the monkey takes babysitter Annie, and then it's, you know, it's weird, and then he realizes what's going on and he tries to kill his brother. But the thing about the monkey is if you turn the knob, I guess,
Yeah, turn it on.
it won't kill you, but you can't pick who it kills. But
Yeah,
it
it's like somebody
kills,
connected to you, right?
yes, it kills someone around you. I think in like close vicinity.
Hmm.
And his mom dies.
Yeah. Oh, he
And
hoped it was his brother.
he
He was
wanted it to
trying
be
to
his
kill his
brother.
brother.
And they go to live with their aunt and uncle, Aunt Ida and Uncle Chip, who are swingers. So so silly. And was it, I think Bill does it and kills Uncle Chip, right?
Probably. I think because Bill's the one that's like power hungry for it.
Yeah, and he's pissed because he knows Hal killed their mom. Like he just
Hmm.
knows it. And he's mad about it. And so after Uncle Chip dies, they're like, okay, we gotta throw this shit away. Like we gotta do something with this. Like we gotta get rid of it. Well, as every cursed object does, it finds its way back, just like
Yes, it
Jumanji,
does.
right?
Yep.
Which maybe that's a cursed object. Would you call that?
Mm.
Maybe?
Mm.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, because
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's like a long thought process for me, but I think so, yeah, because it makes you play the game. You don't have a choice. Um,
You can't get
and
out of it. It
no,
never
you
ends until it
have to
ends.
finish the game, and it's all bad things until you get to the. So you can survive, but like at what cost?
Yeah. Okay,
So
fine. I'll go watch Jumanji again.
I fucking love that
I
movie,
haven't
man.
seen that movie in so long. They actually did not do a bad job with that remake with The Rock.
I love them. I laugh. I
I did
every time.
too, out loud. I'm like,
Even
I
the
should not enjoy
sequel.
this.
I know.
Yeah.
Even the sequel
I
is
don't
funny.
think I
I
saw
love
the
them. I know
sequel.
everybody hates on The Rock and Kevin Hart, and that's fine. I think they're hilarious in this movie.
And we
Sorry.
already talked about Karen Gillan who's in
Yep.
it, and we
I think
liked
she's
her. Like
great.
what, I don't know what it is about those movies. Anyway,
Yep.
um yeah, haunted objects.
Yep.
But yeah, so they're adults.
And they're
And
estranged, right? They
they're
haven't spoken to each
estranged.
other in, did they say 5 years?
I think he said 7 years or
7.
5 years, and they
Yeah.
haven't seen each other in longer.
Okay.
Um, Bill also has a son that he is estranged from that he kind of elects not to be in his life a lot because he doesn't want to get him hurt.
Yeah.
But no one understands that. And
Yeah, because
so
how do you explain that? There's
mhm.
a haunted monkey that follows my family.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Um, so Aunt Ida ends up dying, and Bill contacts Hal and is like, "Hey, Aunt Ida died. Pretty sure it's because of the monkey. I'm gonna need you to go handle her estate because I'm
mhm.
not." And then he goes with his son. An unlikely like road trip situation.
Yeah.
Um, we find out that Thrasher, who is played by Rowan
Rowan.
Campbell,
I love that his name is Thrasher number one.
he looks like a fucking cartoon character. He
He
looks like
does.
those what are they, vultures in Jungle
Yes.
Book?
Oh,
Yeah, they're
I
supposed to look like the
love.
Beatles.
Oh, oh my God, I love the vultures and the dumb
Uh-huh.
baby one.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite Looney Tunes characters.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, he's got bangs that go down to his
Yes.
nose. If you
Honestly,
don't
so
recognize
do
the bottom
I.
of his face like we do, you wouldn't know it's Rowan
Look,
Campbell.
it's
Yeah,
me. I'm Rowan.
dye it
Like my
black and we're going. That's
yeah.
it. It's your Halloween
Mine are
costume.
mine are way too grown out. Yeah, so it's just it's so weird. But he finds the monkey at a yard sale and he found it as an errand for Bill. I keep
Hmm.
having to figure out who I'm talking
The
about,
bad
Bill or
one.
Hal. Yeah, the
Bill
bad one.
bad.
Bill is bad.
Yeah.
And turns out that like Bill has this scheme. Now that I'm saying the plot of this, it doesn't sound that great, but Bill has this scheme that he wants to kill his brother because he knows his brother killed their mom. So he has just been cranking this sucker,
Yeah, he's got like a
cranking it.
shrine built, and
Yes.
he has the monkey on top of the shrine. It's really weird. He's really
Yeah.
bizarre.
He has killed a lot of people in town. Like
Yes, he
when
has.
Hal goes to settle Aunt Ida's estate, the real estate agent's like, "Oh, we've had a week. Your aunt died on Sunday. This person died on Monday. This person
Yeah.
died on Tuesday. This person died on Wednesday." And it turns into brother versus brother, and the whole thing. And I don't even remember how it ends.
Uh, I do because it's him and his son driving off, and I remember it because I made this note. I really love the way Oz shoots movies. I love the look of them, and I don't want him to stop making movies, but I desperately want him to hire a collaborator or an editor or someone to make his movies feel less chaotic. And then my very next note is case in point. Death shows up on a pale white horse so random at the end of this movie
That's right.
because I guess the monkey is still wreaking havoc and like an entire bus of kids of cheerleaders that are hanging out of the windows gets decapitated. Um
I love
everyone
a
is
group
like, oh yeah.
decapitation. It's great.
Everyone is dying and then we see death on a horse. Like when did this become that? Like that fits into nothing else in the movie and I
That
thought it was
makes me
so weird
it makes me think of Rob Zombie's Halloween too.
with the horse,
Yeah.
which I defended like to the death, like because I, well, the horse represented his horse toy. That was the last thing his mother gave him. Like that made sense to me.
Hmm.
Um, but I was like, I feel like we didn't need death on its pale horse. Like obviously death is here. It's the monkey, so
Hmm.
whatever. Um, but yeah, like he and his son are driving away. And death is just like being rained down on this town. I guess the monkey is still active. I don't know.
That's right. It was like open for like a sequel, probably.
Yeah, maybe so.
Please no. I
No,
loved this movie. This was a great movie.
it's fun. I like it. I don't love
Yes.
it. I love seeing Theo James play two different brothers. That's got to be so fun for him.
I like seeing him in more stuff. Like I don't
Yeah.
really watch things he's in. I've seen all the things you wrote down except for
Hmm.
Downton Abbey, but like I like seeing him kind of stretch. I feel like he is kind of for me in the same vein as Army Hammer
Hmm.
was, and I feel like he could take the roles that Army Hammer.
Or like Glenn
Uh,
Powell.
I
Like
was thinking Glenn Powell
they could share the
too.
stage a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, like I say Army Hammer, but I can't for the life of me tell you anything he was in because I never really paid attention to him, but I know, you know,
Oh yeah.
the caliber
The
of stuff
very
he did.
like classically like
Glenn Powell is
devastatingly
the perfect,
handsome man who
yes.
is also funny
Yeah, Glenn Powell is the perfect
and
example.
an action star. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I didn't write this note down, but I do have a note about the monkey. The reason that this monkey plays the drums and not the cymbals, like the toy we all remember, is because Disney owns the copyright of the monkey playing the cymbals, which because of Toy Story, and that is so stupid.
I knew that and I forgot about that. That is very interesting.
Yeah, no one needs to own the fucking copyright of a toy that they didn't make. But anyway, so stupid. It pisses me off. Yeah, I really
Oh.
like this movie. I think it's a
Yeah,
lot of fun. Um,
me
I'd say
too.
this is like middle of the road. This is like top,
Higher.
yeah, like top third, top, you know what I mean? Three
This was
quarter.
pretty high up in my yearly rankings last year. I'm
Yeah, because
pretty
we watched
sure.
it for the bracket.
Watched it for the bracket. I think it was, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This was top 8 for me. This is my
Oh,
number 8 of the year.
interesting. It did not make my
Hmm.
list for top 10 last year.
Well, seeing the things that I put it ahead of are things that you really liked. So
Oh, damn.
like bring her back.
Yeah, that was like my number 2 of the
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Again, an episode we didn't record. No shade.
What?
I said again, an episode we didn't record. No shade. I can't, I'm not gonna drag it into the ground. I'm just saying it was scheduled twice. That's fine because I actually didn't see enough movies to make a list of 10 that came out
Yeah,
in 2025, so it's
yeah.
fine. Um,
I I did, but not a horror movie. I don't know. I saw a
I
lot.
think most of mine were not horror movies, maybe actually. So yeah, we would have been talking about
Mhm.
a lot of non-horror, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Um, I guess that's all that I have to say about this movie. Like I said, I did like it a lot.
Hmm.
Um, this is off topic, but we have been mentioning Sam Raimi.
So
And today when I was watching The Possession, I thought have you seen the most recent Final Destination?
yes.
Okay. Sam Raimi needs to do a Final Destination movie.
It feels like, yeah, it feels like this, especially this most I have not seen all of them. And I won't until
This
we do
most
a
recent one
franchise.
for sure, yeah.
Feels
Mhm.
like a Sam
Mhm.
Raimi movie.
Yeah, the other one's not as much, but like this one was kind of more in your face, like especially that ending.
Hmm.
It was very drag me to hell. Um, yeah, I was thinking that today. I was like, I
That
would
might
love
be the
that.
most referenced movie on this podcast that we've been doing for years. I'm so serious. I think we bring up Drag Me to Hell quite a lot,
Do we?
more than Pontypool.
Yeah. Hmm. Not gonna stop.
We compare a lot of things to it. It's a standard. Like,
It's one of my favorites.
yeah,
I
it's
love
just,
it.
yeah, we we're fans.
But
Um,
yeah. All right. What's our last but not
all
least?
right, we saved the weirdest for last.
Oh
I
my goodness.
have been impatiently waiting to talk about this movie on this podcast because a lot of the time I wish I could remember how I find movies sometimes. Like, how the fuck did I find this movie and why did I watch it? I cannot remember. Um, who knows? But it
Bef-
is my like one of my perfect movies.
Before we proceed,
Mhm.
you need to watch the movie Bad Hair that Lainey referenced
Oh yeah. Well, while
because
I was editing, I remembered her talking about it and went and
it
re-put it on my list.
something about it kind of made me think of this movie when I was watching this movie.
Okay. Well, then I will do that ASAP.
Hmm.
But the movie we are talking about tonight is called In Fabric. It came out 2018. It is rated R and it is an hour and 58 minutes long. It's a touch long. Um, we'll talk about that later. The synopsis. In Fabric is a haunting ghost story set against the backdrop of a busy winter sales period in a department store and follows the life of a cursed dress as it passes from person to person with devastating consequences. There is no tagline. Our director is Peter Strickland, who we have talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
He directed Flux Gourmet, which Kendall had a hard time with.
That makes
Um,
sense as to why he chose.
mhm,
That makes so much
yeah.
sense because I thought of that movie while watching
Oh
this.
yeah, same director. He
Yeah.
also directed Barbarian Sound Studio, which is so good. I mean, look, if you like Flux Gourmet, it's so good, but or if you like In Fabric, it's so good. So maybe not if you don't. He also directed The Cobbler's Lot, which was one of the segments in the Field Guide to Evil, which was my one of my picks for our folk
Mhm.
horror episode. Our notable cast, we have Marianne Jean-Baptiste, who plays Sheila. If you like police, like mystery police procedurals, you have to watch Broadchurch. It's British and it has oh Jesus Christ. I hate when I forget names of the anyway, this woman is in it and David fuck from Doctor Who.
Tenet?
Yes, thank you. Oh my God. I was like uh David Tennant. Oh my God. Anyway, Broadchurch is incredible. We have Julian Barrett who plays Stash. He was in The Great, A Field in England, The Mighty Boosh, and Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. Uh, Also Steve Oram who plays Clive. These two, I think, work together a lot. They do like weird British comedy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Steve Oram, who plays Clive, was in A Dark Song, which also I cannot fucking wait to talk about on this podcast, and Dune Prophecy. And then we have Gwendolyn Christie. What are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
She plays Gwen. You may know her from Wednesday or Game of Thrones or Flux Gourmet.
Mm-hmm. I
She,
love her.
ah, I don't care what character she plays. I don't care how long she's on screen. It is the perfect performance and it is memorable.
God, I love her so much.
Ah, she is a dream. Um, our haunted object, as it was said in the synopsis, is a dress. It is more specifically a probably 3/4 or maybe long sleeve, um,
Red
red wrap
wrap
T
dress.
length, maybe. I'm trying to think of
Hmm.
the material, like a
Chiffon.
chiffon,
Yeah.
chambray, something like that. A very like flattering fit on most women, I would say.
Yeah. It's kind of an everyday dress. Like you could wear it to work, you could wear it on a date, you could wear it a little
Yeah.
more fancy, you could wear it running errands. Like
It can be dressed
it's
up or down. It's like a very, it's not generic though. Like it does stand
yes.
out.
Also, I'm
Um,
glad they didn't use a black dress. I love that it was a red
mhm.
dress, that it was something that is, and it wasn't something paisley or something. Like
Right.
it was a red dress. It was common enough, not super special,
Yeah,
but not
it
a
doesn't,
little black dress.
yeah. And actually the specific color in the catalog is artery red, which,
Fucking love that.
which is great. Um, this film revolves around a dress that is basically enchanted by a coven of witches that run a department. This movie's so fucking weird. That run a department store. But this coven of witches is headed by an old man, which is interesting to me. So uh, I guess like the head saleswoman tries to maybe find a good candidate for the dress because the,
Mm-hmm.
the the dress, no matter your size, will fit you. It always says it's the same size. It's a 36. And, some of the characters like look at it and be like, I don't wear a 36. So it's not like it changes its size, but it does. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
fits every body because it wants to
Mm-hmm.
go home with you.
Yes.
Uh, and then it comes home with you and wreaks havoc on your life.
It gives
From
you a rash.
it does in like a really pretty pattern though. It's like a rose lace pattern.
It is like a lace.
Um,
At least she's pretty.
yeah, right. At least it's a beautiful. scabies, maybe, who knows? Uh, from what I can gather, because again, this is an extremely strange movie and it's not extremely straightforward with the plot. Um, the witches are putting this dress out into the world to bring souls into the store that maybe they can imbue their souls into mannequins and then kind of like imprison them to make more dresses. That's kind of what but that doesn't really explain the movie either. I honestly don't know what the fuck is going on in here.
I don't either, and I feel like I don't need to.
I don't either.
It's weird enough and it's silly enough, and this lady puts a rolled up piece of paper up her cooter.
Love it. It's the best way to hide, best place to hide something.
Yeah, but then like it's gonna get soggy up there.
If you leave it a long time, I mean, we can.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do it like tight enough
And it was catalog paper, which is thick and glossy.
True. Oh, yeah, the glossy will help.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. That is going to be uncomfortable though.
Oh, that can't feel good.
No.
Paper cuts.
Paper cuts.
Ugh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this movie is so unserious and weird.
It is unserious.
I will never get this image out of my brain.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking dress on the ceiling, like
Hovering?
it's like so weird.
It is.
When that happened, I was like, okay, I know what I'm watching now. Like,
yeah.
I get what I'm watching.
It's this movie, also like the coloring and like the cinematography, it feels like it's a love letter to the 70s. It feels very like, but it's
okay.
But also in like a as Kendall said, a non-serious way because it's very ridiculous,
Replace the dress with some sort of tech, and you have a Black Mirror episode.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like.
Because like her weird dating app thing, that was so weird and it was never explained. It just was. And it was so bizarre, but like, and then everyone brought their like coupons. And I was like, this, and when the second guy brought his coupons for, was it pudding or whatever? I was like, okay, this is like a Black Mirror episode, I swear.
Yeah, so it's like a dating service that you get snail mailed one picture of people and then I guess like a description of them or something. And then so you go through your physical pictures and see who you're interested in, and it gives you like a voicemail box of theirs. You call the service, leave a message in their voicemail box, and if they're interested in you, I guess then the service sets up a date for you, and then they send the man with a coupon for a free dessert. It's really bizarre, but it's like really charming.
It
like,
is.
The way like the whole setup is and how this woman is trying to just meet a normal man, which is impossible apparently.
And then she meets that one guy and he's like, she says something about like, how many dates have you been on? And she's like, I don't think it matters anymore. I think this is the last one. And I was like, I feel like she should be happier. I don't know, but I liked it.
It was like, oh, she's immediately in love with him, but she not really. I don't know. It was weird.
Side note, have you ever seen the movie Timer?
I don't think so.
It is from the early 2000s. It has, I cannot think of her name. She played Anya in Buffy. It is just about a world where everyone can, if you want to, you can get a timer attached to your wrist and it tells you how many to the minute how long it'll take you to meet your soulmate.
Wow.
And like the like one of them doesn't have, like her timer doesn't work at all, and then her sister is like millions of days, or not millions of days, but like thousands and thousands of days, so she'll be like really old.
Oh, no.
So like they both have fucked up timers, and she goes on these dates with people, and if she sees that they have a timer, she realizes that they're not her soulmate because her soulmate doesn't have a timer. So it's just, I don't know. It's just the reason I'm
I like
asking
that
is because,
concept.
yeah, it's a great movie. It's a cute little like indie movie, and that kind of reminds me of this. Like it's very like familiar in a way, but also
Hmm.
different.
Yeah.
The way they
Yeah,
do it.
like we know how dating services work. Yeah. And this does feel very Black Mirror, but it still feels like unique in a weird way. I don't know.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Um, I I will try to sell this movie by telling you what I would double feature this movie with. There are three movies that I would double feature. I Three movies that I would give myself the choice to double feature because that would be like quadruple feature if we did all of them. Anyway, I would double feature this movie with Ghost Stories, which is a British anthology horror movie that I really love, and it has the same like feeling, like that just like you've fallen into an alternate timeline or something. I would also double feature this with House, the Japanese House from 1977. I feel like that would be a wild night and I would never be able to fall asleep. Um, and I would, of course, I would double feature this with the original Suspiria. I feel like they feel very like each other.
You gotta throw Flux Gourmet and Bad Hair in there too. When you see
Yeah.
Bad Hair, let me know
Okay.
because it's been probably 5 or 6 years since I've seen it, but um it was weird like this. Like the dress on the ceiling is what made me think of Bad Hair.
And it's like it's unclear like exactly what the fuck this dress because sometimes it acts like it is on a ghost or something like and it
Yeah, like
moves
when it was on the
throughout.
ceiling, it was bent like its hands and
Or in
knees.
the second couple, the when we get to the second half of not half, it's like the last like fourth of the
It was
movie.
kind of random how they did that, but
It's
yeah.
almost another movie. It's still connected to the first half, but it's almost
Mhm.
like we get
It's almost like
into
an
a
anthology.
side, yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Still connected, but a side character still connected to the story. But when that couple ends up with the dress is standing up in the air at the like at the end of their bed. Um,
No, thank you.
Terrifying. But then like if you try to wash it, it destroys your washing machine. Um
And like a bloody mess because it's
yeah.
red.
So it's just the strangest man, I don't know. This is just one of those movies that's right up my alley. If you like
Yeah.
weird movies and you're okay with not having
Answers.
exactly if you're okay with things not being fully like explained to you but also being given enough context clues to kind of make it up for yourself and make it make sense to you. If you love beautiful like visually compelling movies full of color, if you like the 70s and kind of want to feel
Yeah.
like you are in an alternate earth 1970s, you would probably love In Fabric.
One scene I really liked was it was a very tense scene where he's cutting the butternut squash. And
Yes,
if you have ever cut a butternut squash,
it's a
it
nightmare.
is a nightmare because you think, is this going to be the day where I cut my finger off?
Exactly, I hate
Um,
cutting butternut.
I don't do it anymore. I just buy the pre-cut for like $2 more at
Yeah.
at
You know
the
what? It's
store.
worth not chopping your finger
It
off.
is. It is. And
Um,
it's worth the not hour I have to cook it in the fucking thing just to soften it enough so I can
chew
get
it.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, because then you have to let it cool because you can't
Mhm.
cut it when it's hot. It's a hack. Okay. So it's a scam.
Yes, butternut
Anyway,
squash is a scam, guys.
I was like, he's gonna cut his finger off, and he didn't. And I was like, oh my gosh, that
But
was
the tension it
fantastic.
built up for
It was great.
nothing
It
was
was great.
great.
It was great.
I love it.
They did a great job with that. A butternut squash is pretty niche too.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a carrot, like it's a
Right.
butternut squash and he's like fighting with it. Sometimes I'll just like,
I
like
mean,
bang it on the counter and
yeah,
be
and
like,
then the
break my
knife
knife.
bounces off and hits you in the face. That's what would happen to me anyway. Um, but yeah, those are our haunted object movies. I really had fun with this category.
Me
I
too.
I find it like endlessly entertaining. There's so many options, you know?
Well, you have like serious, like the possession. I say serious, but and then you have like comical, like this one or the
The monkey.
monkey.
Yeah.
Oculus was pretty serious, and
Yeah.
it's a bunch of different. They're all very different movies.
Yeah.
My question for you is, how do you feel about haunted objects like in our real life? Like, do you believe in them? Have you ever come across anything?
I
Like,
think
how
this
do
is
you
a
think you would?
two-part question because I
Mhm,
actually thought about this while I was watching these movies. Like, how would I interact with a cursed object? The first part of this question, do I think they exist? The answer is no. And I'll tell
mhm.
you why.
Same.
Fucking Zach Baggins has a Dybbuk box in his stupid little museum, and it is branded as the most cursed object in the world or the most haunted object in the world. And it's like under plexiglass and all, like the whole Annabelle treatment bullshit. We just learned that that doesn't exist. Like this man made it up. So no, I don't think curse objects exist. But I am forever an agnostic with everything. Like I am happy to be proven wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say they don't exist, but I don't believe they exist.
I don't believe in it either. I
Mm-hmm.
believe in energy and luck and
Mm-hmm.
karma and all of that. And I believe that if you were given something that had bad energy around it, that it could create bad energy around you. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't necessarily think that a doll is going to is haunted and is going to kill me. But like, I feel like if you give me, I don't know, like a necklace that was around a really evil person and you give it
Mm-hmm.
to me and weird shit starts happening or I start feeling weird, like I think if I sage it, it would probably make it better. I'm not going to say it's haunted, but like I believe in energies like that.
Okay.
I've never experienced it and I could be wrong, but like when we talked about The Exorcist, I felt a weird energy around when I watched it
Right.
and I saged my apartment.
But like, okay, for instance, you said like if you got in like a necklace that someone horrible wore. Say you got Hitler's favorite necklace,
I was
but you
thinking
didn't
Hitler, yeah.
know that's weird that we thought of the same person.
I
Like why
mean,
the fuck would he be wearing a necklace?
I
But that's
don't
what I
know,
thought
but
of.
that's the most evil person I can think of
Yeah.
that
Um
doesn't currently live.
exactly. Um and but you just received it like you found it in a thrift store or like a whatever, wherever it ended up and you just wore it. I think it would
Well,
be different if you knew it was Hitler's necklace. Like you would feel differently about it and
yeah.
you would you would be attributing bad things happening to the necklace when they're just regular life things. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. If I feel like if I got a necklace, not knowing where it came from, and weird things started happening, I would never think it was the
I'd
necklace.
be like, I'm just having a really shitty day,
It's
you
the
know?
moon cycle. I always
Yeah,
blame it on the moon.
exactly. Don't blame the moon. It's not her fault.
It's not her fault, but sometimes she's in a weird mood,
We
and
gotta
I think February is a weird mood.
shit, that was
Um,
January. The second part of your question, how would
mhm,
I feel about, and this is what I was thinking about when
mhm,
when I was watching The Possession, if I saw a weird ass box with inscriptions that I could not read, I would not, or if I noticed my daughter acting so strange
mm-mm.
after, I would take it away from her. You know what I mean? Like whether I believe in cursed objects or not, I would take the box, so the weird fucking
Yeah,
box away.
burn
And
it.
yeah, and burn it or
They did not
whatever.
try to burn any of this shit, by the way. None of it.
No, no one burned
I guess you
anything.
probably couldn't burn the mirror, but you could burn the
Burn the
monkey, you could
box,
burn
the
the
monkey.
dress.
Yep.
Of course, the dress like didn't it get torn up at one point and then come
Yes, and
back?
it put itself back together. It can't be destroyed. And that's why I said that's one of my favorite things about this category because some of these things can't be destroyed, and some of
Mm-hmm.
them, if you destroy them the wrong way, you make things worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's always exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really exciting. I really enjoyed
It's an
this one.
exciting category, and I feel like
Mm.
we don't get a whole lot of this type of movie. Like,
No, it's
I
pretty
know The Monkey
niche.
came out last year, but we
Mhm.
really don't get a whole lot.
What was that really, really, really bad movie with Cameron Diaz? And I think it was
The Box.
The Box. Wait, it
Yeah.
was the Twilight. Is it like a
The
Twilight
Twilight Zone
Zone?
episode. Yep.
Hmm.
Same
It was so bad.
concept
Hmm.
as The Monkey, really.
Hmm.
You hit the button and it kills
Hmm.
someone, you don't know who.
Oh, there's another one. It's more of a comedy. I wouldn't call it a horror, but it's like a dark comedy. Was it the Brass Teapot? It has Juno Temple in it,
Okay.
and it's about a couple who find a teapot,
Mhm.
and whenever you inflict pain on yourself or someone else, it gives you money from the teapot.
Oh.
And so they are like pulling teeth, they're getting tattoos, but like
Oh.
the more you use it, the more pain you have to go through to get money. Like it's like, it's feeding. It's like if you're
Interesting.
playing a game, like the levels get harder and harder.
Yeah. Oh, I
It's
like that.
it's a really good movie. I really like that movie. I haven't seen it in years, but it was one of those like random Netflix finds back in the day. But it's a good, I would say that would probably be a curse object as
Yeah,
well.
it's interesting because I was kind of trying to think of that earlier. Like, could you make a non-horror movie with a cursed object?
Hmm.
Like, yeah.
It's a dark comedy, but
Hmm.
of course, like as anything does when you get like power and money, you feel.
Violence immediately follows. Yeah, of
Hmm.
course.
It's so good.
Yeah. Where would you rank cursed objects? Since we haven't done this in a minute, we have A tier, B tier, C tier. A tier is see it on the big screen, pay to see it in the theater. B tier is VOD, rented at home, and C tier is wait till it comes on streaming.
I'm really gonna go B tier.
Me too. B for me as well.
Hmm.
Um, as much as I love this category, the chances of me getting an in fabric or an Oculus are too high, that's too high of a chance for me to go see it in the theater, unless, it's by a director that, well, no, because then that's by a director that I really love. So, yeah, we'll stick with B tier.
Yeah. I mean, you could get a box, you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
that movie was just so bad.
I didn't even see it because I heard about how bad it was, and I was excited to see it because I
Yeah.
really liked that Twilight Zone episode, and I really loved the concept. So,
It was good until a certain point when it got too Twilight Zoney, if you know what I mean. No disrespect to Twilight Zone,
mhm.
but like when it gets too like they're trying too hard, um, like the concept is really good, but it,
Yeah.
it had Cameron Diaz and I want to say James Marsden.
Yes, I was trying to remember his name. Yep.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember them. I remember the poster for some fucking reason of this movie I
Hmm.
never saw. I think I was just so excited to see it that I remembered exactly everything about it.
Oh, I did yours. I meant to do mine, but I'll do both of ours.
Yeah, well, that's the same. Um, Trivia.
Okay.
I actually had to go back in our document to remember the movies that I picked.
I thought I picked Tales from the Hood.
You didn't.
Yeah. So
This happens
I
pretty frequently. We
it
forget
does.
the movies. Even if it was like 2 weeks ago, we still, I don't know.
Hmm. I'm just replying to your email from earlier with the questions.
Oh, cool. I was like, I emailed you?
The Zoom
You
link.
know, one of these days I'll get it together. Probably not. Okay. In
Okay.
the Day of the Beast, our heroic trio takes drugs and sees what animal walking on its hind legs?
Oh no. I don't remember.
A black goat.
Of course it was a black goat. Fuck, I remember that scene.
Yeah. There was also the giant roach. That was almost gonna be my question. I was like, no, Black Goat's probably
Hmm.
more memorable.
In The Ice Cream Man, what happened to Gregory as a child that scarred him?
I do not remember what happened to Gregory as a child.
Very first scene.
Did he see a drive-by shooting? Okay.
He witnessed his ice cream man being murdered.
Oh God, that movie is so weird.
Allegedly, I saw where Eli Roth is supposed to be making a remake of that
Yes, he
movie.
is.
I
I'm excited for
swear
that.
to God up above, if that is real, please,
I know. I can't.
please.
I'm pretty sure he is working on that.
Like, what if you can't give me any more random holiday slasher movies? Give me The Ice Cream
Give me
Man
the
by
ice cream
Eli
man.
Roth.
Yep.
Ugh, it's perfect.
Um, okay. In Tales from the Hood, what is Mr. Sims' job?
Oh no, Mr. Sims.
Mr. Sims.
I don't remember who Mr. Sims is.
He is he's in our wraparound story.
Oh, is he what do you call that? Like a not a corner. He works at the
Yes.
what
He's a funeral director.
funeral
Yes.
director.
Hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. I know what you meant.
Thank you. I
Yes.
could not for the life of me come up with the words. I could picture it. Funeral director. In seven, what sin does John Doe force Mills to commit? Not
Wrath.
Mills. Is it Mills?
Yeah, it's Mills.
Yeah, okay.
Somerset is
Yes.
Wrath.
Wrath. Yes.
Oops.
All right. Said those.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
uh books. Books and music. Book. Okay. I did not type out the description of the book that I read because it was very long. So I'm just going to describe it off the cuff. This is a book that I have had on my TBR for fucking ever, and I just cannot get around to it, and it fit perfectly into this category. So I finally got around to reading Scanlines by Todd Kiesling. If you are a Gen X or millennial, Jesus, I forgot his name. The politician who committed suicide on live television. I don't know if do you remember this video. He was giving a press conference for something. I think there was maybe like a money laundering situation and he was being held responsible or whatever. He was holding a press conference. He brought in like a folder he was holding and he pulled a gun out of the folder, stuck it directly in his mouth and shot himself on live television. And like they immediately cut the feed, but you can watch this video online. This book, Scanlines, is about a haunted video clip that kids find
Mm.
online, and it is of a fictional politician who commits suicide on camera. And this video haunts you physically, like you
Like
can't,
Smile.
yes, you cannot get away. Like you see the man, and you also see your loved ones as the man. Um, and it gets worse and worse and worse over time until you yourself commit suicide. And
Just like
so,
Smile.
yes. And so this is like set during the time when like, LimeWire and Napster were a thing in the early days of the internet when it was hard to find shit like this. So this book is almost like if you grew up on rotten.com or like all these terrible like cartel videos that none of us were supposed to see and we did because we were curious children growing up during a
Yes.
time of war. um I think I don't want to say it's a love letter to that, obviously, because it's a horror novel. It's very terrible things happen, but it's very much like you will fully immerse yourself in this world because it's high school kids finding this horrible video on the internet, and it's like you can't, like, if you were a teen at that time or a young adult, it's like you couldn't wait to tell other people about this fucked up video that you saw online and like share it. Um, but you don't want to share this, but it's like you really want to because it's so crazy and it's haunted, like it's an urban legend and like kids know about it. So it's like, "Oh my God, you found it? How did you find
Mhm.
it? I want to see it." No, you don't really want to see it. No, I really want to see it. And then you can't stop what happens. It's really
Mhm.
good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the concept of like a haunted, like tech is involved. Like it's a haunted
Hmm.
video clip.
It
Yeah.
makes me think of like The Ring, but
Mm-hmm.
how would you categorize like It Follows and Smile? Because it's not a haunted object, it's like a
Yeah.
curse.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a curse, but like, yeah. But the ring is a haunted object. Like
It
you
is,
have to
yeah.
watch the videotape.
Hmm.
Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, I guess like a curse.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Um, so I did find a song. I did not write it in the doc for a specific reason.
Ooh.
Um, I was trying to figure out what to do. Like I was looking up some songs, like I was trying to find like cursed objects. There's nothing like that. I was trying to find possessed or cursed or haunted or like anything that just like struck a chord for me.
Mm-hmm.
I found, was it like a spooky list or a haunted playlist or something? And so I was listening to some of the songs and I was like, okay, this might could be the vibe. So the song that I found, let me I actually, okay, so my first pick, I thought of Possession by Sarah McLachlan.
Okay.
It's very on the nose. It's very haunting, but it wasn't as good as the second one I found. So the
Ooh.
second one I found is Family Tree by Ethel Kane.
Oh my God. Did we just become best friends? Oh
So if
my
you listen
God. Are you
to
flirting?
this is my gift to you.
Oh, thank you.
So if you listen to the lyrics, it doesn't, if you listen to it thinking about possession
Hmm.
or cursed objects or a curse, it kind of fits because it's like, give myself up to him in offering, let him take a woman out of me, make a woman out of me. I'm just a child, but not above violence. My mama raised me better than that. When the preacher talks, that man demands a silence. Shoot first, then run, don't look back. So take me down to the river and bathe me clean. It's not literal, but like I get it. Like I maybe I'm pushing it, but also the song is just really good and
Hmm.
haunting and it just fits.
I know. Like, yeah. I
For
love that
those
it.
who can't see, Missy just held up the sweatshirt she is wearing, and it is an Ethel Kane shirt. So I know my audience here.
I
Yeah,
love that interpretation of it because I mean, like that whole.
it's family trauma song,
Yeah, I mean,
but I
so the
was
whole album is about it's about family trauma, but like
mhm.
a cursed girl, basically,
Think of
like
Oculus. I was kind of thinking of
yeah,
Oculus.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, I
mhm.
love that.
Yeah,
That
and
makes me
just
so
like
happy.
her voice and the song just really fit. I'm in a like that playlist I sent you. I
Hmm.
am in a spooky lady mood these days. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with Paris Paloma, who is
Hmm.
opening for Florence the Machine in the UK right now, and I'm really pissed off that she's not opening for her here.
Oh, that
I would have
sucks.
lost my mind, but it's
Uh,
okay.
oh, I forgot to tell you, Kaya got Harry Styles tickets. She's going to see him in New York in August. What a
Oh
little
my
shithead,
God.
right? Please.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, her
Oh,
grandmother paid for the tickets, but
oh, I was,
she had her iPad, her phone, her laptop, probably her grandmother's phone. Everybody had all their shit out to get tickets. So I was just
yeah.
glad she got them.
I had some friends in the trenches today trying to get Noah Con tickets.
Why is it so hard to get fucking concert tickets these days? What the
I said the
hell?
same thing. It didn't take
My
me, it wasn't hard
God.
for me to get Florence tickets, but
Good. I'm
I was a
glad.
psychopath about it
I
though.
would have been too. Like,
I was like at work and my bosses were in the kitchen and the kid was eating and I was like on my phone. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm in queue for Florence tickets. They're like, "Oh, we literally don't care." I was like, I'm just letting you know, like I'm glued to my phone because I'm in queue.
oh my God, that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing that to me in a different light because I've listened to that song about 5 bajillion times and
So yeah, sometimes I make up my own interpretations of songs, and that's just kind of why we do this, I guess.
I love
But
that.
when it's something like Curse Objects, it's hard, you know.
Yeah.
So okay, we haven't done this in a minute.
It feels weird. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
say this every time we have a gap in it, but
We're recording this on February 10th, and I think this is the first episode of this calendar year that we have recorded by ourselves.
which is so crazy because we just went through a very long period of time where we were recording and recording and recording and recording, and most of it was not just us two. And then
Mhm.
we were like, we're so glad it's the beginning of the
Mhm.
year and it's just us two again.
Yeah.
And now look what happened.
Well, Ron bullied himself on our show, and then we
We are
tricked him
so
and said,
thankful for it.
Joke's on you. We're gonna have you on like 4 more
Guys,
times."
let
So,
me you will have already heard this by now
oh
because the episode
gosh,
is already out, but let me tell you, when you hear this Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan,
it's so
if you
funny.
have not listened to it yet, please, for the love of
Please.
God, I was crying. I mean, literal tears,
Yeah.
crying when we recorded. I was crying when I edited it because I was laughing so hard.
He is the funniest person.
I-
Like, just he was on another level that night. It was so funny. We
so
barely
much
talked
fun.
about the movie, which is
No,
fine by
there's
me.
like 15 minutes of us talking, and it's like an hour and 45-minute episode, and it's mostly Ron just being Ron, and
It's so great.
he tried to kill me. I couldn't breathe at one point.
I think he went in that night being like, I'm going to like.
That was his goal.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. He did say that his goal is to derail us. That is just all he does. And I'm like, well, you did it.
We have 2 more Friday the 13th this year, and he's coming on for Christmas.
I
So
cannot fucking wait. And we will probably try to wrestle him into something else. I'm
yeah,
sure.
we're literally beginning and ending this year with Ron, I'm pretty sure.
Makes
So
me so
the
happy.
year of Ron, not the year of the horse, it's the year of
Nope,
Ron.
2026, the year of Ron.
Yeah. So
Without further
Anyway.
ado, let's spin our freaking wheel.
let's do it. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see a little bit.
Yeah, it's blurry, but I'll figure it out.
Oh,
I love it when that happens. Oh my God. Oh, we're revisiting.
are we?
Yeah, I guess. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I kind of wanted something new.
Okay.
Oh, stop texting me.
I'm okay with respinning if you are.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, whatever.
Are you sure?
I'm totally look, we
Because
just
I'm okay
kind of
doing it.
whatever you want. Totally.
I don't like that.
Why? You don't like making decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any like that come to mind that you want to talk about? Well, then
I have 0.
we'll respin.
Okay.
We just kind of did a haunting episode. So
I know. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Mhm. Hey, we make the rules.
We do make the rules. Okay.
Not you guys.
Yeah.
We're
Why is
respinning.
this is like super. Yeah, we're gonna respin.
And I'm leaving this in the episode just to let you all know that we make the rules.
Should we even say what we spun or just leave it?
We will leave it a mystery.
We'll leave it a mystery.
Yes.
By context clues, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
2girls1crypt@gmail.com.
Nobody ever emails us, by the way.
I know. please email us.
Yeah, that's why I love when Kendall says it 4 times an episode.
Okay. All right. All right. Spinning again.
Oh, see, that's why we respun.
Misty.
It's finally happened, you guys. It is
Good
finally.
for her.
Yes.
My heart's beating fast. I manifested this today. In my brain, I said, we're going to get good for her. Legitimately.
That's it.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
finally happened. Only, something we've been hoping for since the beginning of the podcast.
I feel like we manifested it by doing Promising Young Woman
And maybe
on our
so, maybe
Patreon,
so.
which if you're not on our Patreon, $5 a month, check it out. We recently released in January or February an episode with our friend Lainey, February of Promising Young Woman, and it was really good.
And then we are about to release or it will be released by now, a episode about Hard Eyes with our friend Shay.
Yes, also so good.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Now there's an obvious one that
Mhm,
I want to pick, but I think you also want to pick.
probably. Um, Let me look
Mm-hmm.
online because I have two in mind.
Okay.
Um, let's see. I feel like there's more than this list,
Oh yeah, plenty.
but like I can't think of them.
Um, this is very much just we've already talked about quite a few good for her movies. Uh,
Mhm. You know what a good for her one is?
what?
Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, yes, it is. See, I keep forgetting that we have not talked about that movie on this podcast because we talked about it on Film
Film
Strip,
strip.
but we
Hmm.
also reference it so much.
We do. I don't know. I don't know.
Where else would you put it? I mean, it's a
Possession.
but it's a perfect good for her.
It makes me nervous. I don't know why.
Are you afraid to like use it and
Yeah, because if you notice, I have barely used any of my favorites.
yeah.
No, I think let's do it
Okay.
because we
I'm
got to talk about it. I just feel
thrilled
like I'm
about
going
that.
to take over
Oh, feel free.
about this.
Feel free.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. No, that's your baby.
See,
I
I
mean, I
think I
love it
have
to
a.
death, but that's your child.
It is my child. Yes, I feel like What are you thinking?
Well, my pick that I really, really want to have would be May.
Okay, that was one I considered. So yes, please.
Okay. I thought you might take it since you saw it recently.
Well then I'm gonna go with one that I thought you meant was obvious. I'm gonna go with teeth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, big fan. We actually just talked about, well, we referenced Teeth when we talked to Lainey about Promising Young
Sure
Woman.
did.
Okay.
Oh, fun fact, Misty. I
Mhm.
actually added to it today. I have a running playlist of good for her songs
Ooh.
already that
So you're already done.
I've been adding to it. Yeah.
Um, God, this is so hard. There's a lot of pressure here, like,
It is. There is.
because this is like one of my favorite, like Carrie is in here, Midsummer, The Witch, Audition. These are all good
Hmm.
for her movies. And this is
Hard
one of my absolute favorite categories.
Hard Candies one.
Yes, Hard Candy.
I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, I mean, you're next, but we already talked about your next. Ready or Not, but we saved that for murder games. There's one that I'm leaning towards, The Love Witch. Okay.
Gone Girl is in all of these lists that I'm
Yes, it
seeing.
is, which is so funny because she's terrible, but I
Yeah, she
guess good
is.
for her. I think I'm gonna go with Last Night in Soho,
Yes.
which
Oh my God. Got
is
chill.
it is firmly in horror territory because of like the ending. Like this is horror. It feels like it's mostly thriller sci-fi for a long time, but it's and I love this movie and
Too.
I
I'm
just
so
kind of
excited to get to see it again.
yeah, it's been a minute. We
Let
get to
me
talk
look.
about our darling Anya Taylor-Joy again.
I'm so excited.
Oh, oh my God, what a good list.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
Okay, Last Night in Soho isn't anywhere free. I think May is still on Tubi.
probably May
Yeah,
probably lives on Tubi. I
May is on Tubi. I have to watch that movie again. Darn.
it's one of my
It's
eternal
so
favorites. It's one
good.
of my secret movies.
Teeth is also on Tubi.
God, I love. I'm so happy you chose that one.
I can't wait to see it sober. The
Yeah.
only time I've seen it, I was high on my
Uh,
friend's couch.
that's great.
And Jennifer's Body, I need to own that movie. I don't own it.
Yeah. When you go
Um,
look for your DVD,
yes.
look for Jennifer's Body.
Yes, I will. I want that DVD. But yeah, so we have Jennifer's Body, Teeth, May, and Last Night in Soho. I'm so
You can't
excited.
go wrong here. And listen, sometimes we blind pick movies and we're not sure of how we're gonna. These are not blind picked. These are all movies we have seen multiple times and we dearly, dearly loved because this is a very important category. And I'm
It
not
is.
going into this willy nilly. This is super
No,
serious, guys.
I don't know what else to say other than I'm fucking pumped.
Me too. Thank you for manifesting.
Yes, you're welcome.
I guess. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thanks
Don't
for
kill any men
Sesu.
while until I see.
Okay. Until we record, we have to get the next episode recorded, then you can kill whoever you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Take notes.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Two Girls, One Crypt. If you like what you heard, find us on Instagram and Facebook at Two Girls, One Crypt and let us know. We also have a private Facebook group where we can discuss more fun horror things, and that is Two Girls, One Crypt Keepers. We would also love to have more friends on the podcast. So if that is something that sounds fun for you, send us an email at twogirlsonecrypt@gmail.com and let us know.